Yo, what's up guys? It's Russell J here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about landing pages and how they can help you reduce your cost of acquisition, 1, 2, increase your average order value, and 3, allow you to scale your brand more profitably. And this is why landing pages are important. And just to show you that I know what I'm talking about, we can go ahead and take a look at this ad account right here that we've had the opportunity of assisting. So we can see here that the timeline is from January 1st, 2023 to February 27th, 2025. And we can see with this campaign right here, we've spent around $976,000, helped them generate 16,491 purchases, and the purchase conversion value is around $2 million at a $59 CAC, right? We can see with this campaign right here, we spent around $192,000, generated 5,124 purchases, and the cost per result, of course, is $37. So that's the CAC. And a large part of the CAC being, generally lower at this scale is due to landing pages. So of course, let's get into how you can use landing pages for your actual brand as well. And before I begin, the results that you just saw are not typical, and you're gonna have to work really hard and know some high level knowledge to actually generate that amount of revenue. But once you lock in that amount of knowledge and you put in the work, you can definitely do it as well. I just wanted to make that disclaimer because it's not gonna be easy. So these are gonna be the best Shopify landing pages to boost conversions in 2025. And these are lessons from over 7+ years of direct response marketing experience and e-commerce experience, and over 9 million generated with RJ Neptune Co.'s help in revenue, by the way. So let's scroll down to why landing pages are even important. So as I just mentioned earlier, landing pages are every high-level marketer's secret weapon when it comes to lowering your cost per acquisition, your CAC, raising your average order value, your AOV, and boosting your conversion rate, your CVR. This is because landing pages are specifically designed to convert visitors into customers by providing a focused experience. And you're driving them to one singular action with one big promise. Which brings me into this point, messaging congruency. So if you have an ad that is talking about one specific angle and you expound upon that angle within the landing page, on the landing page, right? So you're continuing the conversation. And then from that landing page, you're driving either to checkout or you're driving to the product page. Then you can specifically narrow down. This angle works the best, right? Now, the flip side of that, if you have one ad that is talking about something completely different and you drive to a landing page that is also talking about something completely different, there's going to be a drop off there. You're going to lose some customers. As a result, your CAC is going to be higher if you even get any purchases, right? And your conversion rate is going to go down. So the benefit of messaging congruency is that it allows you to narrow in on winning angles, allows you to lower your CAC and boost your conversion rate as a result. And as I just mentioned, the main mistake I see brands making nowadays is mentioning one angle in the ad and never hitting on that angle again on their landing pages or product page. This disconnect in messaging can lead to confusion, it can lead to mistrust, and cause them to abandon the sale altogether. Now, another crucial aspect of landing pages is their ability to pre-frame and educate your prospective customers at scale. So in today's competitive e-com landscape, you have a lot of different competitors saying pretty much the same thing, and it's best to educate your customers on why your product does what it does, why it works, how it works for other people, and why it's better than your competition. So landing pages give you this opportunity to present your argument, your unique mechanism, explain why your solution is superior to others, and so much more just in one go. And this naturally allows you to tap deeper into the desire of your target customer and win the sale. Even if it's not immediately, it's still going to be inside their brain because you educated them, right? This is the benefit of doing more education based, because you're going to be able to tap into a larger market share instead of just talking to people at the bottom of the market, right? People who are already looking and already sold on your product. You can now educate your prospective customers that may be only problem aware, they may be unaware that they have a problem, right? So your ad does a little bit of education, your landing page does more of the heavy lifting, and then you push them over the sale and you've converted cold traffic. You took someone from unaware to sale, right? So that's the benefit of education and pre-framing. And as I just mentioned, when you pair a killer landing page and a killer ad creative, you will scale past what you even believe possible, given your unit economics are also dialed in. So that is the winning formula, right? So winning ad, winning landing page, winning offer with great unit economics. And then you will be able to scale like crazy. given that you are keeping up with the ad creative, you are iterating consistently. And again, I just need to stress this, your unit economics are also dialed in, and you know your numbers like the back of your hand. And by the way, guys, this sheet is going to be in the description. So if you actually want to read on with this sheet in real time, or you just want access to this sheet, this Gamma doc, you can go ahead and in the description, click the first link, and then you'll be able to access this. If you guys are liking what you see so far, go ahead and drop a like and hit the subscribe button as well. So now we're going to get into the different types of landing pages. This chart is from Brandon Hom at 21 Inc. or 021 Inc. He's a landing page advertorial pretty much master, I would want to say. And this chart does a excellent job of describing the different types of landing pages. Right, so let's start with cold traffic friendly. So we have the advertorial, the listicle, and pretty much like a long form sales page, right? And you can see here from this legend that, advertorials seem to excel on this cold traffic. Listicles also tend to excel or are a solid choice for cold traffic, and then landing pages tend to work better mid to bottom of funnel, right? And we can also see here how we broke down the different stages of market awareness. If you don't know what market awareness is, I advise you to read Eugene Schwartz's Breakthrough Advertising, because that book is going to give you a lot of wisdom. But in short, market awareness is what stage your prospect is in your sales funnel or the sales journey, right? And at each stage, you're going to have to talk to your customers in a different way using different messaging. So someone who's unaware, you're going to have to do more education and convince them that they even have a problem, as opposed to somebody who's product aware or most aware. Somebody who's product aware is aware that they need this product, right? And somebody who's most aware is somebody that has seen your brand, maybe even is a customer of your product or your brand, right? So at the top, we have unaware, and this is where the majority of the market may lie. So unaware, problem aware, and solution aware is where the majority is. And then, of course, solution aware, product aware, and most aware, that's kind of mid to bottom of funnel. This is where the rest of the people lie. But now that we have that under our belts, we can see when to exactly deploy each specific landing page. So if you really want to crack top of funnel and cold traffic, you're going to want to use advertorials, listicles, or a landing page, right? Because these tend to excel. Now, if your customers are pretty much warmed up already, you can get away with using a homepage, a product page, or collection page. But keep in mind, if you are trying to tap into a larger market, somebody who's unaware, and you're driving them to the product page, for example, right here, they're unaware that they have a problem, and you're already driving to the product page, that's going to be inefficient. And you may not get the result that you're looking for if you were to do so, because it doesn't work, right? So keep this in mind as we scroll down. So let's get into cold traffic landing pages. And for each landing page, I'm going to actually give you guys a mini library so that you can actually follow along and see exactly what these landing pages look like in the wild. So advertorials, what is it? An advertorial is a type of landing page that looks like a blog or an article or a newspaper article. It's something that you would see oftentimes back when people were still reading the newspaper. But nowadays, it looks like a blog article. You can see one on Forbes. It might have advertorial right above it, or a sponsored post, for example. But the goal of the advertorial is to educate somebody on a specific topic or a specific problem, right? So around 70% of this advertorial is going to be on education. And the other 30% is actually going to be on selling and promotion. So again, advertorials are designed to look and feel like a piece of content from a trusted publication, making them an effective and kind of sneaky way to build credibility and trust within your potential customers, and also educate them at scale. So this works effectively on older demographics and those who prefer to read. May also work effectively on others too. You have to test. And the market awareness levels to deploy for would be unaware, problem aware, solution aware, and product aware. And some potential industries that you could deploy this for would be nutraceutical, skincare and beauty, financial, home improvement, tech and gadgets, health and wellness, pet care, consumer packaged goods, etc. Right. So let's take a look at some advertorial examples in this example advertorial library. Right. So we're in the library, and you can either view this in a table or a gallery. So let's go over to gallery so we can see, and let's take a look at this Pet Lab Co. advertorial. Let's full screen it, and let's look at this one. So for this Pet Lab Co. advertorial, we can see here that it's an advertorial around how a vet specifically reveals her biggest secret for keeping dogs active well into their golden years, right? So this is more of a letter, a sales letter from this vet, and it's going to be education based, right? So as we scroll down, we can see here some of the subheadlines. If you were to just scan, stiffening joints and a lack of energy is common but not normal. You must know what signs to look out for in your dog. It goes over. Here are four must-haves every dog needs to take care of stiffening joints, right? And they go into their ingredients. And these ingredients just so happen to be also in the product that they're selling, right? So joint care chews, right? And then of course they drive to the product page or checkout by clicking, by using this button right here, choose your package, right? And then they go into some more testimonials, some more trust pieces. And yeah, this is pretty much what an advertorial looks like. Again, it's going to look like a blog article or an article in general, right? Just over the internet. And the goal with this is to, again, educate your customers, hook them in first and foremost with a good lead, a lead in, hook them in, of course, educate them, and then sell them at the end. But don't be over salesy, because people can also realize that they're trying to be sold and that this is some type of a sales asset, right? So if you provide value, some actual valuable information, you tell them something that they didn't already know, or you just educate them on something, and then you drive them to sale, then that's gonna work in your favor. All right, so let's get into listicles. So listicles are similar to advertorials, except it's more bullet pointed. So you can think 5 reasons why XYZ, 7 reasons why XYZ. And with both listicles and advertorials, I forgot to mention this, you're going to want to focus on one big promise or one main idea that you can expound on and that you can provide proof for. So you can narrow down your winning angles and then, of course, scale that as well. But coming back to listicles, listicles are designed to be easy to read, shareable, and engaging, making them a popular choice for a lot of marketers nowadays. And they're really easy to build too. So let's take a look at what they actually look like. All right, so we can take a look at this listicle by Hollow Socks. And the owner of this company is Zach Stuck. He's actually a really great marketer as well. And he said that he focuses more on demographics. So demographic testing and angles for that demographic. So still hunting in wool socks. So here he's talking specifically to hunters, right? And he goes over 6 different reasons why hollow socks are better than wool socks, right? So you can see here, 3 times warmer than sheep's wool, go longer between washings, dry and comfortable all day long, loved in all the fields, no more itch, test them out for 99 days. That's a strong guarantee and a strong offer. And not to mention, as we scroll down here, I took this screenshot during New Year's. We can see here that he also has a strong offer with a 40% off after doing education. So when you pair this education with a very strong offer, like what Hollow Socks is doing right here, you're going to be in a really good position, right? So let's move on to the next landing page. All right, so the last of the cold traffic landing pages that you could possibly use would be a long form sales page. So a long form sales page is what it sounds like. It's an extended sales page, single page, designed to persuade visitors to make a purchase with you, right? So these pages are typically longer than traditional landing pages and provide lots of in-depth information about a product or service. So these pages are going to be best used as mid to bottom of funnel assets on your customer journey, just because with advertorials and listicles, it's kind of like they're kind of sneaky and they're kind of native. And what I mean by that is that, you know, you're providing content and people kind of want to read this already. With like a long form sales page, they know that they're being sold, right? So with this, I would deploy it for these market awareness levels: solution aware, product aware, and most aware. And you can make this in any industry, literally any industry, a long form sales page. So let's take a look at some examples. Right, so we have the legendary Ridge, the Ridge beveled rings, right? We can see here that their offer is also a 99-day free return in exchanges. But as we scroll down, they have this hero element. They have their sticky shop now button. They have their logo. We scroll down here. They go into some defining factors. So it's not a wedding band. It's a wedding solution. So that's some good messaging right there. They go into sort of their offer right here. Skip the jeweler, the Rich has you covered, right? So you can go ahead and learn more if you want to find more about sizing information FAQs. bold designs, built tough. And you can see here that they have a collection of different products right here. Or they hit on, are you shopping for a groomsman? Then you can also, check out some of the rings as well. And then they have some sales assets right here with free shipping, 99-day test drive, and a lifetime warranty. So these are beautifully designed landing pages by Ridge, and I know they convert. So if you were looking for some inspiration, I would definitely look at this landing page by Ridge. And also notice that this is separate from a product page, right? So this is not a product page. This is just a landing page that directs to different product pages, right? So if you click shop now, I assume you're going to go to a collection page, right? Or this product page right here. And if you click on any of these, you're going to go to these product pages, right? So this is the difference between landing pages and product pages, is that you can separate out the angle that you're testing, and you can go ahead and drive to product pages, therefore allowing you to scale further because you're able to identify winning messaging and winning angles a lot faster. All right, and so for the warm and hot traffic landing pages, you guys are probably already familiar with these already, so I'm going to go pretty quick. So you have your homepage. This is the first page that your customer sees if they type in, for example, your URL. So if it was like, ridge.com, it would be that page, the homepage. So a strong homepage will act as a trust asset and help you convert net new customers on their journey. So while I don't necessarily recommend driving cold traffic to it, I think it does have a place in the customer journey. For example, if you drive to an advertorial first, they land on your product page, then they bounce, and you send an email driving back to your homepage, or you're doing some retargeting and you're driving back to your homepage, that would be what I'm talking about. So while it's not necessarily the best page to use up front for attracting that new customers, it definitely still has a place in the customer journey and can be used as a touch point. All the other pages that I mentioned before, so the advertorial, the listicle, and the long form sales page, can also be applied similarly. If you have an email funnel, right, where you're doing abandoned carts, for example, or abandoned checkouts, you can go ahead and send them back to some of those landing pages and then further indoctrinate them into, your brand and your product and get the sale, right? So I've seen this happen time and time again, where a customer will be bouncing from Facebook ads to Google ads to TikTok ads to email, and they read the listicle and then they convert like that. Or they get an email, the email drives to an advertorial, they read the advertorial, and then they convert from that, right? So it's really important to also have this mindset of, an omni-channel approach, a multi-touch point experience for your customer. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at some different home pages. I also want you to think about your homepage as a landing page as well. So like a long form sales page, So it can be structured very similarly, just more generalized. You're not going to be focusing on one, big angle unless you really want to, unless you have a winning angle that's winning. You can make it more generalized. So we have here Athletic Greens, or AG1. They are an amazing company as well. And as you can see here, they have their hero, and this is an actual video. Wasn't able to put that in the screenshot, but we can see here, goodbye bloat, hello energy, start your AG1 journey today. And they have a 90-day money back guarantee. That's another thing that you should know. If you keep seeing 90-day, 99-day money back guarantee, free 99-day trial, that must mean it's working and that you should probably implement it, because all of these bigger brands are also doing the same. You should also model these bigger brands. Don't copy word for word, because that is trashy. Go ahead and model what they're doing and make it your own, right? So let's scroll down here. We can see here the world's top performers drink AG1. They have the legendary Dr. Andrew Huberman, right? So this guy is a authority figure. So they go into some authority figures right here. AG1 knows exactly what they're doing, right? So I would definitely model off of them. If you can get some people like Andrew Huberman's crazy, but if you can get some influencers in your niche to endorse your product and then put them on your landing pages, like a trusted authority or a doctor, for example, or whatever, it's gonna work to get you more sales for sure. Then we scroll down here. AG1 is a more-in-one solution, right? And they just go over they're throwing shade on different solutions, not necessarily different companies. So that's what I want to illustrate with you guys. If you guys are doing these, us versus them comparison tables, compare the solution. Don't compare the brand. Don't call it the brand specifically, because again, that is trashy and you will be frowned upon, and you may even get a lawsuit. So don't do that. Okay. Uh, be careful when you guys do this stuff. And then of course they go into their welcome kit. And then they have some more reviews right here. And they have some statistical studies. So clinical trials or research studies, right? And then they go into some different ingredients that they have in there and some FAQs. So this is a beautifully designed homepage by AG1. Again, it's very branded. It works as a trust asset on your customer journey, as you can see here. And yeah, they killed it. All right, now, so let's get into some different product pages. So a product page is where the magic happens. You already know what a product page is, most likely, because you guys are watching this video. But essentially, the primary goal of a product page is to give customers all the information that they need. So like FAQ, how you're different than others. And it's really where the magic happens, right? So you're going to have your add to cart button. You're going to have your upsells, your cross sells. And then also the cart page is going to be really important too. You're going to want to optimize the heck out of that. But yeah, let's get into some different examples. So depending on the nature of your product, if it's more complex, you can have a longer product page. But if it's something kind of similar or kind of simple, if it's something kind of simple, you can have a shorter product page that has only the necessary elements. And that's usually what I recommend. But if you have like a high ticket item or a highly complex item, it would probably be in your best interest to make your product page longer. But as we can see here with Pet Lab Co., we're going over their ProBite Advanced Dog Dental Powder product page. It was one of their best sellers. And one thing to note is they have an extremely optimized product photo carousel as well. So they're not only selling below the page, but they're selling at the top of the fold as well. And then they have some different trust indicators like vet reviewed, key ingredient, feeding guide, product benefits. They have 10,295 reviews on Trustpilot. And Trustpilot is highly trusted. They have as seen badges. So just trust elements everywhere. Manufactured in the USA, everywhere are the trust assets. What makes ProBite Advanced unique? They go into their different sales elements, right? And then they go into reviews, and that's pretty much like the gist of it. They also have some different content down here. So say hello to Wider Brighter Smiles. They have a before and after. Yeah, this is extremely optimized. Again, if you were to model this page, don't copy, model this page, you would see great results. I know you would. So this is Pet Lab Co.'s ProBite Advanced Dog Dental Powder. And let's get into the last page, which will be collection pages. So collection pages, also known as category pages or product listing pages, show pretty much a category of your products. They can show all of your products in an array or a grid kind of style, right? So the primary purpose of a collection page is to help customers easily browse. So for example, if you are segmenting by size, by color, etc., by designer, by supplement, by bestseller, this is where collection pages come in. They don't really sell your customer that often, like unless you have like a highly optimized one. And you can do some sneaky things with collection pages, like sneak in some sales asset, like some trusted by XYZ customers, for example. Or you can have like a hero element, which I do recommend you have on collection pages. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at some of these examples here. So again, collection pages are going to be best used for people who are at the bottom of your funnel, just because they're scrolling, they're browsing. And again, you can work in some different sales techniques, some different sales assets, some different imagery. So I like Cuts collection pages because they do something unique. As you can see here, they kind of have like a lifestyle photo and then they go into their products. Whereas with some different companies, you might just see straight up products. What Cuts does is kind of unique. They have, again, like they showcase their lifestyle, right? So the lifestyle of wearing this specific product that's associated with these products right here. Then we scroll down, same kind of thing. They're talking about their pants, so their jogger pants or the pants in general. They show a lifestyle pic and then they go into that. So it more looks like you're browsing a catalog rather than just products on a white background, right? So they enhanced their collection page by making it look like a catalog. And as you scroll down here, we can see the same thing kind of happening right here. Outerwear, sweatshirts and layers, polos and t-shirts, or polos and shirts, long sleeve tees, and you get the gist, right? So if you're able to replicate this catalog approach for your brand, and also do some brief explanation right below the lifestyle photos or the photos that you decide to include, that could be highly beneficial for you. So guys, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe if you liked it. And let me know down in the comments what you want to see next. This is Russell, and hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.